Hey everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope all of you are having a great day so far. Now I have a lot of great news to share with all of you today about your third stimulus payment from the IRS. The good news is that all of you guys are going to be receiving a stimulus check very soon. The IRS has given us a specific date as to when you should expect to receive a $1,400 payment. And remember folks, that I'll be posting several times a day to update you on the latest stimulus news and information from both the IRS and Direct Express, so you guys do not want to miss out on all of the very important information surrounding your third stimulus check. Now before we get into the video, feel free to subscribe to my channel and share this video with your friends and family so we can help as many people as possible get their third stimulus payment. I want to see every member of my community receive a $1,400 stimulus check on April 7th or even before April 7th. So yeah folks, just be sure to share this video with your friends and family so they never miss the very important stimulus check news. Alright everybody, so some of you in the comments below have been worrying about this new glitch on the IRS website. More and more of you guys have been sharing the information that the IRS Get My Payment tool still says payment status not available, even though you received your third stimulus check. Well, first of all guys, congratulations to all of you that received a third stimulus check. But the good news is that if you see this message on the IRS Get My Payment tool, it is actually great news. Now we all know that even if the Get My Payment tool on the IRS website says payment status not available, it doesn't mean that the IRS has not begun processing your stimulus payment. In fact, it can mean that your $1,400 stimulus check could be on its way to you in this very moment. So make sure to keep an eye out on your bank accounts everybody, as well as your mailboxes, because the IRS has announced that it will be sending out more paper checks as soon as this week. The IRS also just gave us an update today, and they said that the Get My Payment tool will not be updated until April 3rd and April 4th for all federal beneficiaries who are expecting to see a stimulus check in their bank account next week. So guys, that means you basically don't have to keep checking the Get My Payment tool to see if your payment has changed. The IRS already says that they will update the information on April 3rd to April 4th. So yeah folks, just be patient and just keep believing for that $1,400 stimulus check. By the way everybody, tell me in the comments down below, who is responsible for holding back your stimulus check? Is it the IRS or the Social Security Administration? Tell me down in the comments. In addition guys, I know that some of you do not file taxes and are wondering if you need to file taxes in order to see a stimulus check in your bank. Well, if you're a non-filer, most of the time, you do not need to file taxes in order to receive stimulus money. But I would say this, it's going to make it a lot easier for the IRS to send you a stimulus check if you are part of a federal program like, let's say, SSI or SSDI. And if you don't file taxes and are part of any federal program like Railroad Retirement Benefits or VA Benefits, I want you to know that you do not need to file taxes to get your check. But if you're not part of any federal program, you may need to file a simple tax return for 2020. Also everybody, if you now have dependents, whether it be a grandmother or a college student, the IRS is going to know that if you file a tax return for this year. The IRS is going to send you a $1,400 check for each additional dependent. But if the IRS has your up-to-date information from 2019, it will use that info to send you the money. So let's say you used the IRS non-filer tool last year to receive a first and second stimulus check. Well, whatever direct deposit or mailing information that you have given the IRS will be used to send you a third stimulus payment. Non-filers may receive the check through direct deposit or in the mail as a paper check or EIP card. If you are an SSI or SSDI recipient, you will likely receive your stimulus money through your Direct Express card. That's great news folks. Now for those of you guys who have already filed taxes, the IRS just announced that it will begin issuing tax refunds in May to all Americans who filed their returns without claiming a new break on unemployment benefits. Around 40 million Americans received unemployment benefits last year. The average person got around $14,000 in assistance. And the American Rescue Plan has also waived federal tax on up to $10,200 of the unemployment benefits per person that was received in 2020. Now folks, households with $150,000 or more in income are not eligible for a tax cut. So everybody, that is all the news in this video. If any of you folks found this video useful and helpful, feel free to subscribe to my channel and give this video a like. Until next time everybody, have a great day and stay safe.
Enormous amount of money. So let me just talk a minute about the national debt. After what we did last year, we now have a national debt of $27 trillion, which is the same size as our economy. That's only happened one other time in American history, and that was during World War II. So we already have an extraordinary amount of national debt. Clearly, last year, because of the 100-year pandemic, we could justify doing that. By the time we reached this year, we had 3 effective vaccines. We were moving in the direction of opening up the economy. And my view, and the view of almost all of my Republican colleagues, was the size of the bill should reflect where we were now, not where we were a year ago. And so this became a partisan exercise. And in the end, the $1.9 trillion bill the President signed a couple of weeks ago had no Republican support in the House or the Senate because we thought it was anchored in conditions a year ago rather than currently. To show you how much of that money was spent in a way that I think is unrelated to the current crisis, 1% of the $1.9 trillion is for vaccines. 9% of the $1.9 trillion is for health care. What they do here for our health. The rest of it, arguably, is unrelated to the condition we find ourselves in now. And so we're in a different place in terms of totally bipartisan view of what we need to do to finish the job. Clearly, the job will be finished, as I just learned from the folks in the room in our meeting, is we need to get to herd mentality. What's the word?
Herd immunity.
Herd immunity. Roughly 75% of the population. And so I'm trying to encourage everybody to get the vaccination. I had seen a piece on television saying that Republican men were somehow reluctant to get the vaccination. As a Republican man, I wasn't reluctant to get it when I was eligible, and I would encourage everybody to do that. And there may be some segments of our population that still have some reservations about this for one reason or another. But what I heard from these healthcare professionals behind me is there's no real good reason not to get the vaccination. And the sooner we can get to 75%, the herd immunity, and get our economy up and open, the better. In the meantime, I think the advice of everyone is let's continue to social distance and wear a mask as we move toward, hopefully, by sometime early summer, being able to put this whole experience in the rearview mirror. With that, I'll be happy to throw it open to see what you'd like to ask about.
Hi, my name is Katie Turzak. I'm with 14 News WFIE. I'm the local NBC affiliate here in town. So first, just had a few questions for you. One thing I wanted to ask is, Indiana, our neighboring state, will drop from a mask mandate to a mask advisory starting April 6th. So my question